Okay, there's a lot of issues. Another thing is about the arrest. Okay, I just want to say, right now the Peaceful Assembly Act is in force. Okay, and under the Peaceful Assembly Act, it is very, very limited the powers which they give to police officers in arresting people during an assembly. Okay, can I just tell them what are the limitations? You must be nice to the moderator. Section 20, Section 20 says, power of arrest. A police officer without warrant may arrest any organizer or participant who, during an assembly, refuses or fails to comply with any of the restrictions and conditions under Section 15. One, there is no restriction or condition. If there is, it is not to breach Dataran. So they can only arrest, if they can, the people who actually breach Dataran. Okay. Two, who during an assembly has in his possession any arms. Any of you brought any weapons?
Yeah, 2 arms.
Yes, you will see yellow. C, who recruits or brings a child to an assembly other than assembly specified in the section schedule. Okay, so now the question is, are all the arrests under these 3 categories? Okay, people like, for example, Ko, you were arrested. Did you bring any of these things? Did you bring a child?
I brought a bed.
See? Now, of course, you can argue under the CPC there are powers, general powers of the police to arrest people. Okay, but my argument is, if you have a specific law which is supposed to deal directly to a particular instance in which this law, the Peaceful Assembly Act, is supposed to deal with peaceful assemblies, then you should follow that law. What's the point of enacting a law, setting out what the powers of the police are, and then rely on other provisions? Okay, and if there is a conflict, then the specific law should prevail. Okay, so that's Section 20 and 21 of the Peaceful Assembly Act. Lastly, my own personal experience, when the detainees were brought to Pulapol, okay, even before they were brought there, some of us were already in front of the Pulapol gates, okay, and we were told that we cannot see the detainees because there are no detainees. Okay, then when the detainees actually came, we asked, can we be allowed to see the detainees? And we were told no, they're waiting for orders. And this waiting for orders went for 12 hours. Until the last protesters were released at 5 a.m., we were not allowed to come into Pulapol to see the detainees. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a clear breach of Section 28A of the Criminal Procedure Code, which says that an arrested person should be told that he has the right to consult a lawyer, and if he says, yes, I want to see a lawyer, he should be allowed to do so. Okay? And more importantly, this is a blatant disregard of Article 5 sub 3 of the Federal Constitution, which says that a person who is arrested must be informed of the grounds of his arrest, and number 2, be allowed to consult a practitioner of his choice. So to end it all, to me, it is extremely ironic that throughout the whole week, we've been told that Bersih should go to a stadium, that Occupy Dataran should move up, all because they should follow the law. But when it came down to it, the authorities themselves have such blatant disregard for the law and for constitutional provisions that it makes a mockery out of the whole system. Thank you.